Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles and welcome back to a new episode of Satisfactory. So today's episode we're going to talk about drones. Everything drones. And they're super cool and they're so easy to set up, you'd be surprised. So anyway, I have not really been doing a lot with this series. For all of you that watch the series, I make a lot of factories, and to be honest, I'm sure you wouldn't want to see every single factory I've ever made. And I'm gonna start a new best start series real soon, following up with the release of console. So yeah, if you want to follow along, this is just a one-off episode to do drones. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So today we're talking about drones, and how you get to drones is tier 8. And it's this aeronautical engineering, and you get the drone and the drone port. So you do have to be quite late game to get drones, but I kind of sped run this series. I really haven't been showing you guys a lot, like I said, but yeah, we're up to drones and they're super convenient. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to use them. So as you can see here, my trains got quite busy, and I've taken up a lot of space with trains. I have trains dropping off, trains picking up, and I have drones now, so why not use some drones? So I needed to make some fluctuators, and let's go ahead over to this area. Let's zoom out of the map here, and over here I have a train. Yeah, of course, the rail train. I'll contend with that in a minute. But over here we have some SAM pure, and I need to get it from there to the hub. Well, actually, I needed to get it from there to the new fluctuator factory. And so I had to set up some drones for the reanimated SAM, the wire, which is right here, and the pipes for SAM over here, and send them to the fluctuator factory. So let me go fix these trains, which is a bad thing. I keep doing this, and I don't know why it just started. They've been running perfectly for I don't know how long, and now all of a sudden they're just crashing. So I'm gonna go fix that, and then I'll show you how to put in a drone. Alright, so here we are at the fluctuator factory. We have 4 drones plus 1. So these are all bringing stuff to the fluctuator factory, and that one down there is taking the fluctuators and bringing it back to the hub over there. So the first thing we had to bring in was fuel, because these guys are not stopping at the hub. They're just going straight from the steel factory, the copper factory, and the reanimated SAM to here. So this is bringing us in the reanimated SAM. This one is bringing us in the pipes, and over here this one is bringing in the wire. So the first thing you have to do is set down one of these drone ports. So if you go to your queue menu, and here's a drone port, you would plop that down, and then you could press E and interact with it. So up top you would name the port, and you need to power it. Powering it, you need a battery, package fuel, turbo fuel, rocket fuel. So any one of these will fuel it up. I'm using the least efficient one, and it's fine. It's still working for me just fine. I have a rubber. It's producing rubber over there. And instead of using fuel, because I'm using super fuel to power our whole world, I used just regular package fuel instead of the turbo fuel. I needed more coal, and I needed more sulfur, and they have to be pure nodes. And right now I did not want to make more compacted coal and find more pure nodes. I think there's some in here, but it would be a mess. So right now I might need that anyway for power, just because we can't do nuclear at the end. So anyway, that is why I'm using this type of fuel. And here's your ports. So in here, this is where your fuel would go, and that is getting fed from here, because we are picking up fuel from the hub, and this does not have to be fueled on this end. because it's already being fueled at the hub. These 3 are being fueled from here, and they are getting sent out and brought back. Whichever station you're fueling from is where you would want to set up your drone. So this is the place where we set up, and this is where you would get your drone. And you just basically place it right on your drone port, and then it would fuel up, and then it's going to go and pick up whatever you need, and that is going to be put into the input. Then it's going to bring it back, and it collects enough fuel to go there and back. And so it only needs fuel on one end. Over here, if we press E, this is what's coming in, and then it's being brought down into our factory. So it's pretty simple. You can't really ride on these things. You can't get in them. You can interact with them, but that's about it. And they're super cool. You could bring them from super high levels to super low levels, and that makes it super easy. There's no rails to run, and they're very convenient to use. It does lack in the amount of space, but the only thing I'm lacking in right here is reanimated Sam, but that's because I just need to make more reanimated Sam. As you can see, I have Sam here. I don't know why I have so much Sam there. It's fine. Anyway, so that is how you would set up a port. So let's go to the other end. I won't, film it, but we're going to go to the other end and show how we're picking it up. Alright, so here we are at the copper factory, and here all it's taking is the input of the wire, and I just kind of pulled it from, oh dear, this is dark. Where is my flashlight? Why can't I turn on my B? Oh, there it is. Okay. So anyway, here's where I'm pulling in the wire. Yeah. And that's coming into here. And this is the one you're going to want to set up first. You're not going to add this drone on here yet. This is going to be the one that you just set up the port and the input, and then you also have to connect this to power. And you have to set up the other one to power. So this would be your first setup because it's not collecting the fuel. You don't put the drone on here. You just put the port down, you name it, and then you set up the other one. Now, once you get the other one set up, you're going to set up a destination port. So make sure you know where your destination port is. So this is wire for Sam, and then wire for Flux Factory. Oh my god, it's almost a tongue twister. But anyway, this should not even be named wire for Sam. This should be wire for Flux, no, wire pickup for Fluctuator Factory. Alright, so now, and then that's wire drop off. So I have to name that. You could only name it when you're there. And it is super cool. So that's going to conclude today's episode. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. And as always, if you liked my content, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.